In other evil corporation news, Ubisoft, they got a W earlier with Star Wars Outlaws. But what about the free clothes? Like, oh my bad. What about the free clothes? Ubisoft got a W with the Star Wars Outlaws not having any towers to climb, but they're also getting an L because Ubisoft is reportedly, so for those you unaware, they're shutting down the servers for their racing game, The Crew, I guess because of the lack of activity. There's a small community on it. You know, and that already sucks for people who enjoy this game, but you know it sucks even more. Not only are they shutting down the online servers, but now you can't even play the game. And actually, you know what? This actually kind of perfectly segues from the previous article about the GTA Plus price hike. This is another issue. You niggas are defending, and it doesn't. Once again, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But you niggas are defending increasing the price on digital products that came out in 2013 when you don't even own them. Not only are they not new, they don't require any manpower. We know for a fact them niggas is working on GTA 6. They're not producing anything new. Increase the price hike, and on top of that, you don't even own it, but you're so willing to shell out this money. And you know what happens? When they shut down them servers, you might not even be able to play your favorite game. I got a closet full of Xbox 360, PS3 games. I even got some PS2 games in there, I think, too. I got 3DS games, and if at any point I want to play them, I can play them. You know, even if this community was small, clearly they were still on the game for a reason and they paid it. They want to play their game. But Ubisoft is deleting the digital game off of their library. This is my one issue with digital games. It is convenient, but it is problematic. It is problematic. And this is the type of shit I read this where it makes me want to probably start going back to collecting hard copies. I thought she was loving The Crew. I feel that. This is the type of shit I'm like, damn, I might need to start buying hard copies again. The only thing that sucks about hard copies is like it makes it hard to be there day one. You gonna stream? I gotta wait for my copy to come. Rockstar is said to implement the biggest summer update in GTA Online, where Michael retires as a bank robber in St. Louis, in Los Santos. Hey, you're defending your purchase for GTA Plus a little too hard. If you enjoy the price hike, Ronan, go for it. Since you got money, matter of fact, we'll agree to disagree. You enjoy your price hike on GTA Plus Online. Just do me a favor in order to settle this argument. We'll agree to disagree. Drop 5 subs in the chat because clearly you have money for price hikes. So you can drop 5 subs in the chat and we have not hit the sub goal. Go ahead and do that for me. Shout out to Sherlock with the sub. You like spending money. Go ahead.
That type of power.
Yeah, matter of fact, 10. Matter of fact, 10 subs. Stop arguing. 10. You don't type nothing else until you drop 10 subs in the chat, Ronan. EA wants its own Call of Duty salt mines with Battlefield, and it doesn't make sense. I saved this article because this headline was confusing to me. I was like, what the fuck does this mean? Shout out to Homeless with the big raid.
Welcome to all the new viewers. While you guys are busy making yourself comfortable in the chat, I'd like to take this moment to remind everyone that Amy is an annoying whore. Look at her fake-ass hammer. She's a wannabe Harley Quinn face-ass.
The road EA is taking with the next Battlefield has been, shout out to Homeless, has been slowly coming into view of the month since the company began to write the 2042 ship off. They may not necessarily be evident if we've all been showing 2042's constantly evolving state. Behind the scenes, however, EA's series creator DICE has been putting together the building blocks for what's likely not going to be just a standard sequel in its storied military shooters. Just playing on my phone. In the simplest possible terms, EA clearly wants to revive the long-lost dream of seriously competing against Call of Duty. Like, it's not even a rival anymore. I remember this was like a big rival. Like, who cares? Like, just put out a good game. That shit is gone. The plan, judging by all the moves the publisher has been making over the past year and change, is seemingly to do what Activision did with its own series. And what better way following a winning team's formula than to, well, hire the coach of that team? Nearly 3 years ago, EA put Brian Bead in charge of Battlefield series as the general manager. Just before he took the reins of Battlefield, Bead spent years at Activision leading Call of Duty and Destiny. More pertinently, he's credited with essentially using the latter as a blueprint to transform the formula, turn Call of Duty into a live service ongoing game. What does a live service Battlefield game look like, man? I don't know. Why can't they just give us Battlefield 3? I feel like the natural evolution for Battlefield is take the route of PlanetSide 2. and like take Conquest and make it even bigger. And then you know what would be cool? If people could create their own clans, which would be a platoon, and each platoon would have 4 sets of 4 squads. So then I could literally recruit the entire Discord and have like a night where we're gonna go try to take this part of the map. It could be like Mag. Yeah, I feel like that's the natural evolution of Battlefield. Just go bigger. Just go bigger. Obviously make it balanced. But then also if they do go bigger, oh yeah, well optimize. We gotta make sure it works too. So some Helldivers 2 type shit. Well, no, PlanetSide. Helldivers is not like PlanetSide. PlanetSide 2 was literally Battlefield in space, just much bigger. It was literally 2,000 people on the map. And it was just tanks, planes everywhere. And like one platoon could be on this side of the map, another could be on this side of the map. The only thing is like if they take that route, it's gonna be much harder to win a game. So obviously you gotta reward players for doing so. That's too high IQ. We need some basic shit. I mean, what do you do? I mean, I feel like the real solution is stop making Call of Duty and Battlefield. Problem solved. We don't have to worry about innovating. But as long as we're here and they want to keep making it, you're going to have to do something new. You can't keep making... Because I do feel like the last 4 Battlefield games, they've made the same game, just with a new coat of paint. One is in World War I. One's in the future. Ooh, one's in modern day. But it's still essentially the same gameplay. Bit of Titanfall 3. Yeah, that's the real solution. Make Titanfall 3. Yeah, I don't know about this. Live service. I don't know. They working smarter, not harder. Isn't there a game like that? Looks like Roblox, but it's not. Oh, you're talking about BattleBit? That's just Battlefield with Roblox graphics. The innovative Battlefield is the most hated one, aka Hardline. Yeah, and the worst part about Hardline is niggas didn't even know why they hated it, man. They hated it. I remember they hated it because it had 40 guns in it. Who cares? You niggas only use 3. Name a Call of Duty or a Battlefield where you used every single gun. It was a fun game. The innovative Battlefield is the... What's so confusing about the objective? Shoot. Yeah. They hated it because it was something new. Yeah, but then now people look back on it and it seemed like people... I feel like people speak more fondly of Hardline now. But at that time, people was hating hard on it. They hated Hardline because the media said they did and the sheep followed it. Yeah, of course. Of course. Hey, I was streaming the fuck out that game. The whole crew is. We loved that game. I loved that game mode where you had to keep the car moving. And then the one where you had the heist mode where you had to steal the money. That game was fucking fun. Multiversus tweeted, we usually don't take things too seriously in Multiversus. It's more of the fun way. But netcode is no laughing matter. Let's take a look at what Player First Games has been up to in the lab as they recoded netcode to provide the best experience. Who's this? Yeah, we got Multiversus news. Player First Games is a new indie studio. Oh, it's the studio that makes... okay. That's crazy. They're talking about themselves. Like, what the fuck? Just say we. Just say we. You didn't have to do that. Shall we take a look at the netcode in action? Let's showcase a lower ping environment. The blue line indicates the player predicted path, and the red line indicates the state after rollback happened. Oh, this is nerd shit. Yeah, that's the real solution. Ban all poor Wi-Fi players, bro. Poor people should not be allowed to play fighting games. I don't care. Somebody's gonna clip that shit and take it hell out of context. You niggas is ruining everything, man. That's the real solution. Get off your Wi-Fi. Don't nobody care your router's not in the room. Tough luck. If I can't have fun, nobody can. That's the real solution. Next, let's see a higher ping environment where you can see even higher ping and the game maintains a smooth feel. You said, hey man, where's the context? Well, the context is I'm joking. I'm not being serious. That's the context. I would imagine my tone would show that I'm joking. I don't really think all Wi-Fi players should be banned. It took one to the back. I guess it's smooth. I don't know. Like, what about? I don't know what I'm supposed to think about this. You said I do. Time for all sweaty match. This was captured by Player First with a connection from Connecticut to Mexico. All 4 players were able to perform at a high level. Yeah, the only problem with this is all controlled. Let me see. Let me do a beta test, nigga. Like, ooh. Also, who's to say they could have played and recorded 10 matches and only uploaded the one that didn't lag, you know? What's up, friend? Further discuss our netcode rework directly with these people. Yeah, they got 4 people stress testing the servers. Yeah, that's another thing too, right? Your netcode can be affected by how many people are actually on the servers. You got 10 developers on the servers playing at once. Of course that shit runs smooth. Nigga, release that shit to the public. That's why X Defiant ain't never coming out. They servers can't handle nothing. So happy to finally see the netcode is being preached. We'll see when the game comes. This is a potential disaster because if this shit is not buttery smooth, people are just gonna reference this. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you guys put out a post. This is gonna wait a minute." Oh shit! When is shit coming back out? What's up, fat butt? Fat butt, fat butt, fat butt, fat butt, fat butt. Let's go to the sub box. Yeah, they need to call up Capcom and license their damn netcode for Street Fighter 6. Did you hear about the class action lawsuits against Roblox because it's facilitating gambling? Nah, I never heard of that. Niggas is wilding at Roblox? Say it ain't so. Enter the Garden official trailer. Is this an anime or a game? Visions of Mana official Japanese trailer. Okay. Anybody else think the game looks slow? It is floatier compared to Smash Bros. And I think that's why some people don't like it. Like if you're in that camp, I'm not mad at it. Like I understand it. It didn't bother me. I like that it was different, but it's one of those games. I think that was one of the divisive things about it. Bell White early access. Dun, 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 dun. Invincible Universe Rise of Sequids is a game. Princess Peach Showtime official Peach Spotlight trailer. Stella Blade official journey overview. Yeah, the team aspect. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It took a second to get used to the floatiness, but I think the team aspect of the game kind of carried it because you're playing with your friends and like doing the combos. It was fun. I seen your short about how often to upload. I wanted to know what your recommended number of times you should upload a week. If you saw the short, you should know the answer. I'm confused. The best number of times to upload a week is what you can consistently do. If that's 1 time a week, do that. If it's 2 times a week, do that. But I wouldn't trust anybody that tells you you need to upload twice a day in order to be successful. What about your mental health? What about your physical health? What about your other responsibilities, like your job, your family, your kids, and shit like that? You said you watched the short, right? What? I only saw an open answer. I tried 3 times a week on Twitch. Wait. You asked me how often you should upload. What does that got to do with Twitch? Talking about streaming? Talking about streaming? Because that's something completely different. I was talking about YouTube. The rules to YouTube and Twitch are completely different. My bad. I meant videos in general. Well, what I was talking about is YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, like that, like VOD, video on demand. Streaming is something completely different, and the only real way to grow on stream is to do things off stream. So yeah, that's what I would say. We got some Marvel rivals. Also, some people can't even make good content daily. I mean, that's another hard conversation to have. I try to be nice about that shit, but that's one thing some people gotta accept. And I'm not talking about you in specific, Carl. I'm just responding to what Darza said, but some people just can't make a good video. Like, I don't know. Some people are gonna fail. It doesn't matter how much advice you take. Some people are gonna fail. Like that's kind of the nature of capitalism. Also, some people can. Well, my bad. I read that wrong. You said good content daily. That's a completely different point. That's a fair point too. It's hard to make good content every day. I can't do that. I mean, fucking. Unless it's these damn stream highlights, but I don't consider these videos good. You niggas do. I don't. That's the only reason I upload it. The market says it's good. I don't agree, but I also don't go against the market because I'm trying to make some money. I do this for me and my friends. Don't let the numbers freak me out. That's a lie, nigga. First of all, if you do want to grow, stop lying, nigga. I do this for my friend, me and my friends. Okay. You upload videos to Twitch and YouTube for your friends, just for your friends. Stop. Be honest. And there's nothing wrong with it. I 100% say I do this shit for money. I've been saying that shit since day one. He said, ban him. There's nothing wrong with wanting to grow. Just, be patient. Be patient. Don't fall into that trap. Because I know there are like creators. I do this for my family and my community. And like, stop. Just have fun with content creation and don't overstress it. Yeah, we trying to make you rich. I watch them YouTube vids 3 times a day. I said you had that mindset. That's where you're gonna be stuck. I think we got everything in the sub box. Overwatch, who cares? What I want to. Let's start with Stellar Blade. Where's that at? Stellar Blade.
The inspiration for creating this game came unexpectedly.
I'm not streaming on Kick. Matter of fact, I just seen a prominent Kick streamer apparently got arrested in Dubai for a year. I do not want to be associated with that platform. I don't know if that story is true or not. That's just what I read on Twitter. You know, Twitter niggas be lying, so I don't know if anybody can confirm that story is true or not. But why would I ever want to associate with people like that? Yo, shout out to Shmeezy with the sub.
You've got one loyal fan base.
It was when I saw the news about the taxi drivers going on strike.
Am I playing the Remnant DLC? I don't know. I still got so many games I gotta play.
And I was thinking,
100 kisses for you, my boy.
What if this happened to me? If humans can be completely replaced, what does this mean?
He got detained for filming without a permit. If they decided to maximum charge him, it could lead to yeah. See, niggas got to stop traveling if you ain't gonna take the time to learn laws.
But these questions.
One place you don't play is in the Middle East. What the fuck does this have to do with Stellar Blade?
Enchanting game.
Kick is a platform for glue eaters. Yeah.
Console games.
They're gonna have to shake that image if they want people to take them seriously. Otherwise, it'll just be the alternative. It'll be the edgelord alternative to Twitch. And the problem with that is you'll have your core audience, but like it'll never scale because Walmart's not gonna touch that. Target's not gonna touch that. The NFL's not gonna touch that. They don't want to work with people like that. Like it's gonna be hard to scale your business, and you can't tell me a business owner doesn't want to scale.
When you first play the game.
It's set in a post-apocalyptic era.
Who told Twitch that 8 commercials in a row was a great idea for a live streaming service? Kind of the evil of the business, because nobody, I want to say nobody, but most people don't want to sub to the platform. These servers cost a lot of money to make, so you got to eat these ads. Ads are unfortunately a necessary evil.
We tried many things.
There's the phrase, beggars can't be choosers. If you don't want to see the ads, then sub, Carl. You ain't subbed. You got to eat them. I'm not saying I like it either, but I understand why.
I think this game will surprise you.
Exciting.
They tried to serve me 16 ads in a row. And I'm right there with y'all. There's been plenty of times where I gotten like 10 ads. I just turned Twitch on. Like, I'm not watching this shit. I'll come back in 5 minutes. Hopefully they only serve me 2. You got a newborn? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Yeah, refresh that shit.
07531. Pod landing complete.
That's the real solution. Wait 5 minutes, come back.
Stellar Blade tells the story of a female warrior fighting against unidentified life forms.
Every gifted sub in the chat just triggers my trauma. Reminds me of every Master Emerald shard that went up my ass.
The desolate earth is dominated by enemies called nature.
Let's see. My videos get consistently 400 to 500 views on YouTube. I feel like my videos suck. I drop like a full game and a short of clips on my gameplay highlights, usually Madden, Warzone, 2K, whatever game is trending. What are some good tips for beginners? You answered your own question in the phrase. You said your videos suck. They sound like they suck. I'm not trying to be mean. It sounds like you're just uploading gameplay. Unless you have early access to a game that nobody else has, there's really no reason to upload gameplay. You have to add value. I think stop chasing trends. Well, not even necessarily stop chasing trends, but stop chasing. If you're going to do it, at least chase the trend in the correct way. You have to add value to people's lives. And this is why I be trying to say, like, a lot of people just ain't cut out to do it. Being a content creator is a service. It is a public service. People come to watch me because I give perspective. I am funny. I aggregate the news on a daily basis, so you don't got to go search for it. My shit is very well paced, well written. Like, you have to add value to people's lives so that they feel like they're fulfilled, because there's so much to watch between YouTube, Hulu, Netflix, video games, music. I mean, fucking Metro and Future dropped 2 albums in a row. There's so much things that can distract people from their time. You have to make sure you're doing something that adds value to people. You said I'm knowledgeable when I talk. I appreciate it. Like an example being is like, I don't present the copyright free beats I make as something for me. I present it for something for everybody else. Like it communicates the value in itself. oh, you're a content creator, here's some copyright free beats so you can play them in your background. That has nothing to do with me. You see what I'm saying?
Tiba.
The Naitiba suddenly appeared on Earth, attacked humans, and drove them out to space.
As you play the game further, you may find that this is a story about humanity.
It'd be like that.
It's hard to talk in more detail. If I tell more,
Man, give us some more detail on gameplay. Those beats are fire. I play them when I Uber drive. People love them. I got more coming. I think I might submit them to Apple and Spotify this weekend. I got more coming, and I'm getting more made. I'm trying to drop at least like every other month.
Squad.
We'll see.
Along with her crucial.
I found some new shit too. So
Take my hand.
hopefully that'll
The
help.
third character is Lily, a technician who worked as an engineering support in the airborne.
But yeah,
corps.
like
She
it's
arrived
yeah,
in
like
very
I see he said he uses the beats for like when he's doing Uber. You can also use them if like you're a business owner and you're worried about the video's loud as hell. You're worried about like, you know, copyright strikes in your business. You can just play my beats. There you go.
For our protagonist.
You make beats? No.
Optimus
I'm
the
just talking
second.
about them. I would have
Just call me
I
Lily.
wouldn't press yourself about views unless
Next
you're taking
is
creation
Adam,
seriously.
a survivor.
That too. Yeah, unless
who
you're taking it
works
seriously. I don't even understand why y'all pressed about views.
멸망해버린
Stop asking about views and start asking what can you do for people.
Devastated Earth by
It's
a
literally the quote from JFK.
Serious.
Stop asking what your country can do for you. Start asking what you can do for your country. And that's business 101. That don't got
for
nothing
a
to do with
party
content
and
creation.
embark on various adventures, which is the main focus of the game.
Niggas want attention for nothing. Like, yo, I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm not even specifically talking about anybody in the chat. Like, I'm trying to give just perspective. Like, when you ask about that, how do I get more views? Like, you're essentially asking me, nigga, how can I get some attention for no reason? Why do you need that? Because then I'm going to make the argument, it sounds like a deeper rooted issue. The question you should always present is, how can I add value? It's really that simple. Don't overthink it. Why do you need attention?
We don't start by drawing the characters first. We actually search and reference the costumes first.
What up, bitch, right?
We buy them, have a model wear them, and then scan them in 3D.
I got a channel where I teach people guitar. I get more viewership than gaming, which is
idea was to
wild.
create-
No, it's not. No, it's not. Look, you just answered your own question. That was a perfect example right there. You said you got another section on your channel where you teach people how to play guitar, and that gets more views than gaming. And you're saying it's wild? No, it's not. You're doing something correct. You're just unaware of what you're doing. You're adding value to people's lives. People want to learn how to play guitar. I got a guitar in my damn closet. Yeah, you're blocking your own blessings. So my advice to you is make more guitar videos, nigga. Matter of fact, I would tell you just make a music channel or delete all your gaming videos or unlist them and just like rebrand as a guitar lessons channel. Like, bro, like, yeah, the universe is, and this is funny because this has nothing to do with content creation. This is life. And this is something that I've noticed as I've gotten older. Niggas really be blocking their own blessings. The universe will tell you something. The universe will tell you go left and niggas will go right. That's essentially what you're doing. Like, the sign is right there. Why are you making gaming videos, bro?
And with more realistic visuals. And I thought that this was the perfect technology to achieve that.
And the best part about what you're making is it's evergreen content. It's not trending. The problem with trending content is it's only hot for like that week. That's when you'll get like a burst of views, and then a lot of times it tapers off. Well, what you're doing is you're teaching lessons to people. People are always going to search guitar lessons. So like your views are always going to steadily grow. Like the formula's right there. You just got to think of creative ways to do it. That's all.
When I initially decided to create this game,
Don't delete old videos. They confirmed it fucks with your channel.
Because
yeah, I think it fucked with mine. Because yeah, I seen what you're talking about. The YouTube CEO, he said it fucks with your channel if you delete videos. I think it fucked with mine, or at least when I unlisted them, or something. I don't know. Because it took a while for me to get some momentum.
Mobile
going.
gaming dominates the market, and the console market was nearly.
My cooking clips do that, and they get mad views and they drop off. I mean, sometimes that happens. Like, views are always going to drop off.
On a AAA game in Korea is quite a rare feat, to be honest.
Why would that be a thing? It confuses the algorithm.
This is my first AAA console game.
You send a signal to the algorithm, and you give it this amount of data, and then out of nowhere, think of it from like a computer's perspective, right? You send all this data to the algorithm to help them promote you, because sometimes it takes time. They finally find the right people to send your video to, and then that data just disappears. That's why I can fuck with your channel. You're confusing the algorithm.
Project.
We were worried if we could do this well. But as we progressed, we became more and more ambitious.
I feel like being a
felt a sense
content
of
creator will really
mission to
test
do
your
it
ego.
now.
That's what it is. It's
It
just
was now
ego.
or never.
You got to remove your ego.
I am detecting the frequencies of an alpha nativa coming from Matrix 11.
An alpha male podcast?
I wish you luck.
Even the word monster cannot describe it well enough.
The game's main villains are called Naytiba and are monstrous creatures who took over a desolate planet Earth. At the design stage, we wanted to do something a little different from the usual monsters.
To be able to maximize that feeling of discomfort.
Just got an email from fucking doing a sponsored live stream with the military. Nigga, no. Let me send a no thank you email real quick. No thank you. Niggas will not be spamming war crimes in my chat. Loki not even watching the video. They're not saying anything interesting. That's why I'm about to turn it off. Like I thought they were gonna talk about the gameplay. They're not even talking about that. Yeah, I wanted to learn something about the gameplay. They're just talking about some other behind the scenes shit. Enter the Garden, The Waiting Man. I think this is an anime. The jiggle physics in this game make the titties like water balloons. They know what they're doing. Glad I came in there. What up, LOL? What up? Yeah, this is another anime. Enter the Garden. I don't know what I looked at. Okay. Bellright. You seen the new Justice League show? There's a new Justice League show? What is it called? Yeah, I seen the Remnant DLC. I don't know if I'm gonna play it. Depends on when it comes out. Survival game? Fuck no. Do you think there will ever get another renaissance like PS2, Xbox, GameCube era? I don't know. Like some people might say that's not a renaissance. I think it's all a matter of perspective. Like I would imagine that's when because you said you're 28. That's when you were a kid. So to you, it feels like a renaissance. My counter argument to that is it's really based off where you are in life, because a lot of people would argue 2018 was a renaissance when Fortnite dropped. And the reason what made me recognize that is I've seen a lot of videos appear on my For You page on TikTok of people like reminiscing when Fortnite first dropped. Man, I was a kid. It was such a good time. Like, man, the renaissance, that's when gaming was great. I'm like, that's 2018. That's when gaming was great. What the fuck are you talking about? So I think it's all a matter of perspective. I think the real question you're trying to ask is, do you think you'll ever get that feeling that you got when you were a kid again? Sounds like I got to deal with Elden Ring until Jet Set Radio 3. Yeah, Elden Ring. Yeah. You just got to pay attention to reviews and see what. Nah, I'm stupid. I'm in X-Men 97. What? Paragon was peak gaming. It's weird to call the generation that killed Sega consoles a renaissance. Well, first and foremost, Sega killed themselves, so let's not do that. Sega killed themselves because they put out like 5 consoles in the span of 5 years. That'll do it to you. That'll do it to you. Imagine if Ford put out more than like 2 new vehicles a year. Like, yeah, they aim to their profit margins, printing out new consoles. It's not working. Let's make another one. Sega Genesis, the Sega Master System, the Sega Master, Sega Super System, the Dreamcast, the Game Gear. Why does this look like Fortnite? Here's your first look from Invincible's Universe Rise, a free-to-play 10v10. Oh, it is a Fortnite 10v10 mode. Nah. 2 new Hellcats a year. I can only see it happening if Nintendo, Sony, or Microsoft makes a gaming PC. I'll say this much. If you're looking for that renaissance in gaming, I don't think it'll ever happen unless y'all start being better consumers. It's really y'all fault. And if it don't apply, let it fly. If you're a good consumer, you know what I'm saying? But it's way too many bad consumers, and they might not even be in this chat. They're your neighbors, your best friends, them niggas that be buying all that VC, buying loot boxes, There's like, I don't, Overwatch 2 should be dead, but niggas will not stop playing it. It's an awful game with an awful business practice. Ronin, yep. Buying GTA Plus price hikes. As long as people like that exist, it's gonna be a long time before there's a Ronin. Like there's no collective union of gamers that say, hey, we're not going to buy this. We refuse to. So it's like that's why I don't be getting too mad at the corporate. It's y'all fault. The market is dictated by the consumer. But people don't want to vote with their wallets. That's why, matter of fact, that's why Neil Druckmann came out, like, and I talked about it on the stream. For those who don't know, where Neil Druckmann is the head of Naughty Dog. He came out in an interview like a month ago, and he said, I don't understand why there's so much hate for The Last of Us on social media. He said, we're breaking record profits. Everybody's buying the game. And imagine, and his statement makes complete sense if you're not a Twitter nigga. Because for Twitter niggas, that's confusing. If you're on the internet all the time, you're chronically online, you think to yourself, like, how would he ever say that? But from my perspective, I'm looking at it from somebody who's the head of one of the biggest game studios in the world. He probably has a family. He has thousands of employees to manage. That nigga ain't on the internet. He's making games. He's not worried about what some nigga with an anime avatar has to say. So yes, when he looks at the profit margins and he sees they're up 500%, but then he sees people on Twitter complaining, it is confusing. So if you want them to do something different, you got to vote with your wallet. And like I said, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But the best thing you can do is probably try to, help your brothers and sisters. If you know you're not that person, tell your neighbors, tell your friends that you play with, like, bro, you just bought 100,000 in VC. That's enough. Do you really need another 400,000? Do you? Best part is because people buying the game but trying to profit. Like, remember that there was a clip that went viral around the time of 2K. It was some 2K YouTuber, Twitch streamer. He was bragging. I think he spent like 25,000 on VC or something. He was on one of these live streams bragging about the shit. I'm like, y'all are platforming these niggas, man. This is crazy. Just like that's not funny. Like, bro, you do not know how an economy works. My bad, dumb question. What is VC? Virtual currency. It's the in-game credits for 2K to upgrade your player. I've been recommending this shit to niggas forever. They don't listen to me. Yeah, it's like I don't know when it's gonna happen. Honestly, when I try and tell my friends to stop buying Overwatch skins and the shit, they try to justify it. See, you all know people like that. You got to keep in mind, like, I remember I had a conversation with my girl one time, and I was like, for me, I think a good spot for me is if I can average like 100,000 views of video on YouTube. Like, I'll be cool with that. But I was like, I already know, because I'm self-aware. There's no way I could be Kai Cenat. There's no way I could be Ninja. There's no way I could be Pokey. Whatever 1% that you like watching in terms of content creators, Mr. Beast, I can't be those people. And do you know why? Because I have a fucking opinion and I have a stance on things. And I don't even mean that as an insult, but usually those people don't stand for anything. People who watch those people, they just like them as a person. They play the game. They're there to escape and have a good time. And there's nothing wrong with that. The issue with me is I have opinions on things. So I'm always going to piss off a lot of people, which can hurt your ability to scale, but I don't give a fuck, because if the truth is the truth to me. Yo, shout out to Hidden Shinobi with the sub. You got to sacrifice truth and integrity. Yeah. That's a great gift to have, though, the ability to be self-aware. So help people that are, at least will listen, but, 100K, that's light work for you, my boy. Nah, that's pretty good for me still. Shit, if you get 10,000 views on a video, that's good. Let's get something straight. Only 1% of YouTubers ever hit 10,000 views on a YouTube video. So before you get your Twitter fingers out and you type in the comment section, yo, your channel's trash or whatever, just remember, only 1% can do 10,000. Most people don't even hit 1,000 views on their video. It's just crazy.
An envoy in my realm. I am the Countess.
So I'm a 1%. Fuck yeah. See, instead of beating yourself up, just say that, hey, at least I accomplished it once or twice. That means I can do it again. Like, I just need to change my perspective. Like, I remember I said one time to my girl, because she was feeling down about something. About not being where she wanted to be in life. And I had to say, like, stop. I'm like, you're doing fine. I'm like, you got a college degree, you graduated. I'm like, you have a car. I'm like, she's like, what is that supposed to mean? I said, let me give you a perspective. I said, 70% of the people in the world, not the United States, the world, if you own a car, you are doing better than 70% of the world's population. And she was like, really? I was like, yeah, look that statistics up. I was like, it's so easy to get caught up in this Instagram shit, bruh. It'll fuck your brain up. That comparison to this thief of choice shit is real. It'll fuck yourself up, bruh. Just worry about being on your goddamn path, bruh. Started blushing. Let me tell y'all how to talk to him. But I was being real too. I was being real. Like, yo, cut that shit out, dog. Cut that shit out. Still trying to get me a whip there. See, some people in the chat. Some people in the chat saying it. You got to give the reassurance. He said, I'm taking notes. You can steal that one if you want. You can steal that one. But I was also being real. Like, I'm not saying that to try to be funny. I was also being real, just trying to give like a perspective and shit like that. And then you got to hit him like, yo, like everybody can't be me. Like, nigga, I'm different. Like, that's when you got to start getting the jokes in, bro. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I needed to hear that right now. You never know. That's real. I'm being real with you, bro. Oh shit, this game looks okay. Oh my goodness. This is the Magic version, 2024's version of the Magic shooter from last year. Nah, this looks better. This looks more like Doom. Another Doom kid. Another Doom game. What game is this? Soul Slinger. Envoy of Death. Oh, early access. No, thank you. W Riz. Stop saying Riz, chat. Let's retire that. Is my shit locking up? What the fuck? Thank you. What the fuck are you doing?
Attention crew, your afternoon shift.
Speaking facts though, starting my cement concrete union job next month. See? Also keep in mind the economy is different from when your parents were, you know, coming up. Just worry about what you need to do. The fuck is Riz? I think it's Jizz. With an R or something.
Nah, go ahead.
Thanks.
I only found out later this dude's some big shot at Bellabug, so I'm like telling off my future boss.
Here, take a drink.
Thanks, man.
I hit Shorty with the I'm different line earlier because she complimented me for not being a dry conversationalist.
You're new here too? Got some.
I don't even know what like a dry conversation is. Like, what does that even mean? Like, just ask questions. I find conversations to be easy to have with people. Just ask. People love to speak about themselves. Just ask them a question and let them talk.
Crazy stuff.
I guess gotta get better questions. That's crazy. Like people are complimenting people on people like that, stuff like that.
All right, you're probably too young to have too many tall tales.
I've got plenty.
Yeah, what you doing every 20 minutes? Where you at?
I was in a construction accident.
You see Trump cutting up in Chick-fil-A? Nah, what that mean?
When we accidentally fell
gameplay
into a hop.
Nobody care about the story.
Probably also fell in when the space in the hollow shifted.
Look, I see another
Thank
person
you.
over there.
Folks are not great at asking open-ended questions. Yeah, Marvel Rivals official map trailer. He bought everyone food. They loved him. America is doomed, bruh. America's doomed. We got real problems, but all you gotta do is buy a nigga a chicken sandwich. And when I say nigga, I'm not talking about black people. I'm just talking about Americans, period. Whoever was in that Chick-fil-A. All you gotta do, buy niggas a chicken sandwich. You got my